When the Browns show up for training camp, it will be a vibe that we haven't seen in Cleveland in a very long time, if ever, at least not since the merger. Yes, there were years when the Browns got within shouting distance of the Super Bowl, or whispering distance as the case may be. If you look at 1986 and 1987, 2 years ago the expectations were high. They were too high. And that's why I think it was intriguing that Baker Mayfield said on Tuesday that managing expectations is going to be one of the most important things the Browns do this year. Yes, it is, because 2 years ago they completely failed to manage expectations. I think the business people with the Browns in 2019 were like, hey, everybody's taking it seriously. Let's go make as much money as we can. Let's feed this monster. Let's make this a big deal. And then they ended up falling flat. And even though they had a much better year in comparison to the recent experiences of the Browns, it still felt like a disappointment. And a lot of that was on the head coach, Freddie Kitchens, for not managing expectations. Now you've got Baker Mayfield saying it. And I assume Kevin Stefanski, the 2020 NFL Coach of the Year, will be doing it. They need to manage expectations because this thing will get out of control. The AFC is chock full of great teams. It is going to be very difficult to navigate the likes of the Bills, the Patriots, who will be much better, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Titans, the Colts, the Chiefs, the Chargers. What if Aaron Rodgers ends up in Denver? Then there's another team that is going to be there as an impediment for what the Browns are trying to do. Could they get to the Super Bowl? Yes. A lot of Browns fans are thinking they will. Put them in the NFC, and I'd say, hell yeah, they got a chance to get there. In the AFC, that hill is a lot steeper, and I think Baker Mayfield has it right when he talks about managing expectations. Meanwhile, video has emerged of Odell Beckham Jr. professing that it's going to be a special year. That's the kind of thing that cuts against the effort to manage expectations. Regardless, the expectation should be tempered by the fact that the Browns are stuck in a great conference and a special division, one of the best in football. What if the Bengals have a trick or two up their sleeve? Joe Burrow, healthy as of week 1. You got all 4 teams that could be potentially in the playoff conversation, and even though theoretically all 4 could make it, chances are that's not going to happen. So Browns first have to get to the playoffs, and then they have to worry about these great teams that they will come up against in January. But good problem to have. Better than looking at your schedule saying, I don't know where the victory is, like the Browns were in a couple of years ago. But the Super Bowl win still may be off in the distance somewhere. This year could be very hard to pull it off.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.